Hello, and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Let's take a look at the short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenarios for Ethereum. It's a very clear scenario at the moment. Basically, I've got one main scenario I'm following with two different pathways, but in the short term, they are very much aligned. So that makes it very, very simple at the moment. I think probabilities are fairly clear at the moment on the ETH chart. And we also need to understand what the level is where probabilities are shifting. So what's the level that if broken, if we get a sustained break above that level, that tells us already that a low is in. So first of all, let's just zoom out a little bit and let's go to the 1 hour chart, actually on 30-minute at the moment. But here on the 1 hour chart, the scenario is basically still that wave 1 topped in on the 9th of December. That's been the perspective, well, pretty much since the 9th of December. Then we've got our A wave down, overshooting B wave, and the C wave to the downside. It's basically a running flat pattern that I'm observing here. And the market is finding currently support in this region of all these previous swing lows. So there's structural support also just above the 23.6 Fibonacci level, and price is dancing around this trend line that we have here on the chart. So at the moment, there's no evidence that this downside move that started here on the 12th of January, that this is over. So we're still in an active overall downtrend here. Well, short term, which started on the 12th of January. So a little more than 10 days ago, basically. And we're caught in this downtrend. Is it over already? So again, there's no evidence for it. So let's talk about the structure here. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. It's what I call a C wave in an overall wave 2 correction, which means the bigger picture suggests it's a bullish structure. It's just that we are currently dealing with a pullback in an overall uptrend, in an overall third wave that can take us to $3,500 plus. A few days ago, I showed you the daily time frame, showed you the overall bullish structure on the ETH chart. And we just need to be a little bit patient and get this correction completed. Very frustrating, these corrections, always in the crypto market. They tend to be very frustrating. Wave 2 corrections specifically, they tend to scare people. They tend to make people believe the bear market is back and all of that. But regardless, at the moment the trend is down. So we are waiting for a first impulse to show that we can say, okay, the trend is up now again. Okay, so it takes a break above resistance in 5 waves to highlight that something different is going on. But let's talk about that short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenario. So overall, the idea is that we are in a C wave down, which is a 5-wave move. Both white and yellow counts suggest further downside, as I shared with you in the previous video. It could be that we get one more low or two more lows. The question is though, here in the very short term, when I talk about short-term bullish, short-term bearish, we have basically a corrective rally between Tuesday and yesterday's high. The move down also looks like a 3-wave move. So at the moment, I've got 3 waves up, 3 waves down. That means it could still from here form a 5-wave move up. And that's the short-term bullish scenario in which from this region it would need to happen, however, in which the market could extend the 4th wave, right? So the current assumption is that a 3rd wave, either in the yellow or the white scenario, again, they are short term, they are aligned. But in the short term, that a wave 3 bottomed here and that a wave 4 is unfolding. This wave 4 might have topped, but at this stage, I would not rule out a more substantial recovery because this pattern can easily still withstand a rally to the 38.2 retracement at 2,330. Or even the 50% retracement at 2,382. But if that rally happens, it should start from here, from this support area, okay? But at the moment, there's no evidence it's doing that, but that can change quickly. So that's a short-term bullish scenario in which I would see another rally possibly into the red resistance zone. And that's all covered by the current scenario. I mean, that's basically noise, right? Really, the overall assumption on this chart only changes above 2,382. Well, what does that mean? What would change? Well, all that would change is basically that the assumption would then be that possibly the low is already in, and that we start this 3rd wave, which is anyway on our roadmap, that this started a little earlier. So the third wave to the upside that can take us to 3,000, 3,500 plus. But for now, it suggests that we should see further downside, possibly one more low or two more lows, as long as the resistance area is being respected. At the moment, the market is respecting it, but again, it hasn't really entered it, so I cannot rule out a more healthy wave 4, which might lead the price deeper into the resistance area. And in the short-term bearish scenario, I have to say that the wave 4 likely topped already. And then it's most likely the yellow count, I would say. But, you know, it's just because this is so small. But in the short-term bearish count, yeah, wave 4 likely topped. If it is white or yellow, we'll find out later. And then we would move down more directly towards the area around $2,100. There are some Fibonacci levels that point to that area. It's also between the 23.6 Fib level and the 38.2 Fib level. Watching that area. And then maybe, I mean, time will tell if we see another corrective bounce from there. And then one more low, maybe towards 2017 or even 1,911. After the next low, or after two more lows, I would expect the third wave rally to start, from what I can see right now. That's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.